Welcome! Today on Microscopic Minute, I'm here at a damaged building that the property owner is looking to have assessed for mold and water damage so that they can figure out the cost and efficiency of demoing this project or completely renovating it and turning it into something better, more livable. So let's talk about some tricks and tips that I have found for you today here on Microscopic Minute.
This is Tech Tips by Environmental Initiatives. Healthy buildings, healthy people.
When you're doing inspections, it's important to take a note about the walls and the thickness of the walls. So this is on spatial reasoning, essentially, and how good of a spatial reasoning you may or may not have. So when we take a note of this wall, this is a common 2x4 width. Take a look at my hand. That should be about 3.5 inches. And so that's the thickness of this normal interior wall, okay? But then when we move over to this interior wall, I'd say this is a good 10, almost 11 or 12 inches. So this is quite larger than the normal wall. This alone where my hand is about the thickness of a common interior wall. Plus on top of it, this where my hand is now is the common thickness of an exterior wall. Because that's exactly what this is. This is actually the combination of a new addition added on to an existing building, or in this case, a mobile home. So they had the existing building with the mobile home siding still intact on this wall, and then put a new interior wall on top of it. I have the rare opportunity of actually being able to physically show you that. So there's the wall finish, there's the insulation, here's our studs, and there's the insulation, vapor barrier, and the metal sheeting for the outside right there. This is probably where a window once hung, and so that's why we have this metal siding taped in. Should actually have been flashed in, but this was a 60s mobile home, and so that's not terribly too surprising. But then on top of it, they boarded this window up with this plywood here. They put insulation on top of it, and then on top of that, we can see that there is actually a stud cavity in the back of the drywall over there. So notice how moldy that all is. So there's some kind of water entering from above at the connection between the old addition and the new addition. So it's causing all this damage on the inside of this wall, and it's causing all this damage here on the inside of the addition wall. You can see in between that there that there's pretty significant damage. When I tried to pry it back, it basically just crumbled. It's so wet. So there's something happening with the connection between the two roofs of this addition, causing water to enter and soak downwards into an interior wall. But you never would have known unless you take a look at the width of the walls. A lot of other people probably would have just thought that it's a pipe leak.